So, hot shot secret. Frantz. I've already got my filter hose in. My filter is in, as you can see down there. Mounted it to the, I don't know, frame rail, whatever it's called. And I've got it coming up, this hose coming up, going across to here, and it's going to pick up my modified, because they don't make a transit oil cap that's flat, only like this. So I bought two, one of each, cut it off, ABS glue, let it sit for 48 hours, and it will work just fine. There's a specific way it goes in. You gotta adjust it in, and then it'll work. And then this hose connects to that. So that'll be slick. Keep this for backup. Next is our filter housing adapter. This will go to the filter, to the body of the van, and then the filter goes. One of these days I'll get better at filming, I promise. If anybody cares. This guy goes through here, goes through here. So this goes to the van. This side goes to the new filter. Comes out of here with this hose, and then this hose goes around to the filter. So come with me underneath, and I will show you what I'm talking about. This is the filter, van filter. That's where the housing goes to. And then this hose will run across to the Frantz filter up there. There's a inlet outlet on the top of the thing. So it's super self-explanatory. The only issue was that oil filler cap. So next I'm going to take off the filter and put in the adapter, and I'll catch you then. So one thing I'm noticing here, which I don't see anywhere in the instructions, is you have this basically nut. This tightens on the adapter. This nut is 1.5 inches. I just happen to have this big piece of this big tool that'll tighten that on. I don't think it needs to be too tight because it's a gasket, but I don't know quite how you would tighten that without a socket. So just a little heads up on that. But before I forget, I'm going to install this, the Fumoto quick drain valve with the lever clip. Even though my lever clip is broken from Amazon, it's okay. I think it'll be just fine. And this will be my oil plug replacement. And so this becomes a lot easier in the future, because who changed? I will say this, you can't really tell in the video, but this oil is black. I'm right about, I think I have 10% left on the computer for battery, or for oil, and it just looks awfully black. So I'm going to do a follow-up and in a few months and see how clear the oil is, because now that I have installed Fumoto valve, I can test my oil when I want to, and which I will probably do with Blackstone. This is kind of an experiment, but kind of, well, really just to ensure the longevity of this vehicle. I think it'll absolutely help, but I'm curious to see how clear the oil is in a few months. And because of this, I can do that, which is kind of slick. Another thing is they give you this quick connect, and they have it set on the base plate, the filter plate. But I'm going to show you in a second why I think you don't need it. This I'm going to repurpose. I'm not sure why they want you to put it down here, because it seems to me that wouldn't come off now. That would stay exactly the same, right? And then your filter would just go to that. This is my return line, or my in line. This will come to here. This goes across to my filter, upside down. One of these days I'll get some better editing, right? But then I'm gonna attach this to this shroud here. It's gonna go up underneath here. and then connect, and this is my in line to the Frantz. And then from here the filter goes on there, and I'm going to take this and attach this here so that this can be disconnected, so we can disconnect this. But at the same time, I don't think I need to do that because there's enough flex in this to tighten on. That's tight, right? Why do I need a quick connect? And then this is loosened. And I gotta say, being this is an ABS plastic with an ABS glue, the only issue is going to be heat. So we'll see how the heat affects this. If the heat affects this poorly, I'm trying to work with Sinister or Insane Diesel, one of the two, to see if they can make me a filler cap. But ABS glue must be okay, because that's what the OEM is. This is all ABS glue according to ChatGPT. So here we are. We've got this attached, zip tied across down to the Frantz oil bypass filter. Down below we have the filter housing attachment with a hose connecting to it, which is the inflow to the Frantz filter. Goes across here. Trying to get this so that you guys can see it. And we have in and out right there. This is a paper filter media. It tightens on with that. Every, I don't know, Google, whatever you feel comfortable with, you replace this paper filter along with your oil filter in it. Brings it down to 2 microns, the filter. Another thing I will notice is I put on the Fumoto valve oil drain, and I put it on a little bit ago. It was closed, so now I will open it and look at all the buildup oil that comes out. Everything must settle down in there, and then get that final last bit of oil out of there. But that's a pretty slick thing. The clip that goes on here was broken from Amazon, so I'm going to see if I can get a new clip. I don't know how much that clip's going to matter, but I do like that for oil changes. My goodness. So I'm just gonna put a couple zip ties in here to keep this tidy. It's out of the way of the pulley. It's a little bit close here, but that's okay. This stuff can all handle each other. And the only issue is going to be the drain cap. Gotta make sure to close that Fumoto before I start filling oil. But this is going to be the only issue, is this connection here. So hopefully I can find or have one made, an aluminum cap maybe, or maybe a solid plastic cap. But I put this in and out 2 or 3 times now, and it seems to work just fine. I was thinking of putting a quick connect, like I said earlier, but I don't think I need it. I think that works just fine. No need to quick connect that at all. And this has got nice service loop on it. Get this out of the way when you're filling up oil. And this is for talking to people on the road. So there we go. I'll come back. My next little clip will be of the motor has run and everything is tight, no leaks, and onward. Okay, engine's on. It took 7 quarts of oil. I will turn the motor off to continue this dialogue, but this turned out very good. You can see the oil around the cap there. I disconnected that, pulled that off to see if it was flowing, and it was flowing really well through that. It wasn't a drip. I'm going to email Frantz about that, and see if that's normal. But no oils down here. Those are previous spots. No drip there. No drip from the Fumoto. So I would say ease of the job is really easy. The biggest issue was this, like I said before, making that. Hopefully somebody comes up with one. But if it stands for the heat, it'll be just fine. For the Transit non-ecoboost, this is a good location, I think. The one thing I have noticed with the Frantz is when you pull that filter, off, that filter housing off, you want the bucket to be down. Because if that's upside down and you pull that filter off, all that oil from that paper media filter will drain everywhere. So if you can help it, put it upside down, so you release the thing, you drop the whole basin, and then come bring it over, pull the filter media out, put in new filter media, slide it back up. Much cleaner. If you do it upside down, just put it in a bag, something like that. But again, the quick connect that was supposed to be here, I'm gonna go ahead and kill the motor. The quick connect that was supposed to be here, I just don't think we need it, because this pulls off just fine. You can see that there's fluid flying through that, and it's pretty good. And the quick connect would make it so that you can do that. In the past, they have made them to where it's too tight, you can't do it. But with this service loop, you can do it. It's doable. And I did have it to where I'd twist it back just a touch and push it in and then tighten it up, and that works just fine. But I will do an update in a month or so, a couple months, and see if there's any issues. I will be sure to fully disclose that, and onward.